Queer cats are tone setters, the same reason my main legion of chrome wetters. With long cheddar, mixed with lines written, no time slipping. When we rhyme spitting, divine mission. Since the house days, GA Grandma left DJ Tanner outraged. The South stays, about that Beretta clapping, lines balanced with
Head on over to Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Check out the NoMercyTV Podcast. Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. We are back once again. And the only reason I keep doing these vlogs is because he just keeps on digging himself a bigger hole. Every time this idiot speaks, he digs himself into a deeper hole. Now, we're at the point of him trying to justify being a rapist or pedophile or child molester. He's trying to justify it based on the time period. So I'm going to play this short clip. Now, this short clip that I'm going to play, right, is part of a blog that's actually about 41 minutes long. Hopefully he doesn't delete it because, I mean, we already have it downloaded. So, you know, if he does happen to delete it because of how stupid he's making himself look, it'll get re-uploaded somewhere. I'm pretty sure of it. You understand? But in this blog, he's basically using the time period, right, to justify going after young women. And basing it off of, oh, these were young women. They were growing up in the hood. They wanted to be with older guys, so they was lying about their age, etc., etc. But what he's refusing to inform y'all about was the fact that these guys were willingly showing up to these schools, picking up these younger girls, because I'm not going to front. It's something that I seen with my own eyes, being a young dude from the hood, going to these different schools. You know, I was kicked out of schools left and right. You feel me? I was in PS 46, I was in CS 133, and I was in PS 194. I was fighting, beating niggas up. You know, the adept thing, that's just another day in the office. You understand? So that was regular for me back in the day. So I'm going to all these different schools, and I'm experiencing this. Like, I'm seeing this firsthand that, yeah, you have chicks that are, you know, attracted to older men. They got older dudes coming to pick them up in, you know, cars and stuff like that. But I mean, a girl is wearing a school uniform and you're parking in front of a middle school or whatever the case is, or a high school. Clearly, you know that you're dealing with an underage girl. You understand? So the problem with his explanation is the fact that, you know, when you got this Me Too movement and all this other, you know, people that's coming out because of stuff that happened back in the day, you know why they're able to come out? Because at the end of the day, it don't matter if it was the quote unquote norm, it was still wrong. It was still wrong for an older man to be manipulating and being predatory with younger women. It was still wrong. It doesn't matter that it was a thing. It's just like, how much stuff back in the day did people get a pass for that was still wrong at the end of the day? I mean, I hate to go to an extreme, but slavery was a thing back in the day. And guess what? It still was wrong. It still was wrong. It doesn't matter that it was thing. It was still wrong. And I think people like him tend to forget that. You know, so when you're trying to paint this narrative of that's what it was, it doesn't matter that that's what it was still wrong. And you're bringing up the ages of your baby mothers, trying to, I don't know what you thought you were doing with this, but bringing up the ages of your baby mothers just confirms that you were dealing with them when they were minors. You're talking about one was 40, currently one is 40 and the other was 42 or whatever. Bruh, you almost 50. You're about 48, 49, something like that. So you're dealing with chicks that are close to a decade younger than you. So no, it's not justified. It's not justified. You don't have an out for this. And you cannot place the blame on the time period. You cannot. That's sorry. It's not a cop-out, because people are still being arrested. People are still being tried for those things that are going on. You know, so I don't know what you thought you were doing with this, but it don't work. It don't work with me. Sorry. You can't do that. You can't do that. But you're pretty much, I mean, you're really pretty much making an excuse for it. You're trying to justify it. You're trying to justify it. You're trying to justify it in terms of it being the trend, it being the end thing. And no, that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right. I'm sorry, Battle Truth. That doesn't make it right. It don't. We're going to play this clip for y'all, though. We're going to play this clip for y'all.
Call me a rapist if you want to. Call me a pedophile if you wanted to. But that's how things was back then. Period. And that's what...
Call me a rapist if you want to. Call me a pedophile if you want to. But that's how things was back in the day. This guy is sick. This guy is sick. At this point, he just needs some type of help. He needs some type of help. First of all, he need to get off the internet. He need to get off the internet. And any of y'all bozos that's supporting him, y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weirdos if y'all are still supporting this guy. Because, nah. Sorry. That's not an excuse, bro. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
What it was. Every person was for themselves. And that's how come things is a little bit different now, but it still goes on.
It's still going on. Doesn't mean it's right.
Got girls lying about their age. Still got girls with fake IDs. Still got girls attracted to older men. It's still happening, man. I'm not condoning nothing again.
You are condoning it. You're pretty much using this as a way to justify your situation. So don't say you don't condone it, because, I mean, if you don't condone it, that would mean you don't condone your own situation. I'm pretty sure you do condone it, being that you're bringing it full circle to use this explanation to justify what you did. So, yes, you are condoning it, essentially.
I'm just telling you how it was. And I'm not trying to paint some picture to make myself seem innocent of anything. Like I said, my baby mama's now 40-something years old now. So all that stuff they talking about,
he not trying to paint it to make himself seem in it. Come on, man. The blog is 41 minutes. 41 minutes of you trying to break this whole thing down. Nah.
Don't mean nothing. If you got to go back 25, 20 years, okay, crucify me. Crucify me. Do it. Who cares?
Going back 25 years, I mean, people are bringing up something about your youngest daughter not being in the house anymore, because allegedly the baby mother suspected you of doing some not so fatherly things with her. So going back 25 years, this is not the only thing you need to address. This is not the only thing you need to address, brother.
You still ain't changing nothing. Ain't none of y'all my friends anyway. None of y'all never been my friend. My platform ain't built off nothing that you niggas
more justification. Oh, y'all not my friends. Y'all
gave me, said to me, offered me anything, and you're not changing anything. I'm still running this game. I'm still dominating. None of you cowards gonna bust a grape. So all that talking for what? All that talking for what?
First of all, the funny thing is, nobody said they wanted to do anything to you. Niggas just want you out this battle rap culture. I think we should get that clear. Niggas don't care nobody's going to Milwaukee to do nothing to you. No, just get away from us. Just get away from my battle rap culture. Stop titling your videos with stuff that's relating to battle rap. Go stick to gospel and all that other dumb shit you be doing with religion and all that fraud power hour and Bible study bullshit you be doing. Go stick to that. Fraud.
None of you cowards. So huffing and puffing, all that gas don't mean nothing. Blog me to death like y'all been doing. Just keep dropping your blogging me to death.
Hey, you giving us permission. So y'all heard it here. I got permission to keep on blogging to death.
Notice this. My number's still growing. My subscribers still.
Your numbers are not growing. Your numbers are not growing. And you got a whole bunch of videos going back within the past week, 2 weeks, that have barely cracked 1,000 views. You got joints doing 500 and 600 views. So numbers growing? I don't think so.
Growing. My pocket's still getting bigger. I still run this game. So what have you changed? Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, we changed a lot. You're not blogging on battle rap right now. You want to know why? Because you got to do 40-minute blogs explaining this shit. You dropped 2 blogs, a half an hour each. Another one was like 17 minutes. Yo, you're going on 2 hours of content trying to explain this whole situation, which you have not been successful at. You're just digging a deeper hole for yourself, but continue making yourself look stupid, battle goof.
Now, right about this time, guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna go get me some head.
And I hope you're getting head from a woman that's actually of age, you weirdo.
I'm out of here. And this your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my job.
Your judgment definitely in question. Your judgment definitely in question, bozo. You feel me? But yeah, that's pretty much, you know, his a clip of, you know, his little cop out and everything. You know, he still got the video as unlisted. You understand? So he probably don't even know that motherfucker's got it. At the time of this recording, he don't know that video is actually floating around. You understand? And it's going to be bad for him. It's going to be bad for him. When y'all watch that whole video, which I hope he releases the entire thing, y'all are going to see how crazy this man looks just trying to sit here and justify this whole basing it off the time period and all that, bro. That it doesn't help. It doesn't make it any better, bro. It doesn't make it any better. Not one bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. That time period thing don't work with me. It do not work with me, bro. You know, again, like I said, man, it don't excuse it from being wrong, man. Taking a young girl's innocence, it's still wrong. It's still wrong. As an older man, able to get into the mind of a younger girl and manipulate her and see that, oh, she's from the hood, she's young, she probably want to be around the nice cars, and she want to be looked at as one of the quote unquote bad chicks of the neighborhood, and she want to have that ego. And so y'all are going to cater to that. Y'all are going to cater to that. The fact that for y'all, for the older dude, she's going to be a much easier catch, because with an older woman, you actually have to work. You actually have to bring something to the table. See, this is another thing that he refuses to touch on. With older women, you have to actually have something going for yourself. And them older guys that were going after the younger girls, half the time, these were guys from the hood that didn't have shit. No older woman wanted them, because they didn't have nothing to bring to the table. They didn't have no jobs. They didn't have no money. They probably had some hoopty that their grandfather left them. And guess what? That hoopty was enough to impress 13 or 14-year-old girl that still has to take the bus and train to school every day. Now she got a nice little car. She can sit back and relax in and get driven around and go to the mall and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what those younger girls were, you know, satisfied with when it came to older men. And that's why those older men had to go after them, because older women didn't want them. They were losers. They're the same kind of... I can imagine you being one of those type of niggas. I can imagine it. I can imagine you being one of those type of dudes that you're an idiot, you broke, you ain't got no money, you ain't got nothing going for yourself. Women who are actually of your age, that are actually doing stuff for themselves. They got their own cribs, own cars, they got jobs, careers, they got money, they got their own bag. They're not going for a guy like you. Why? Because you simply bring nothing to the table. So guess what? I would see you being in a position where you would have to go after a younger woman. Or, excuse me, a young girl. You know, so... for me, you done made it make sense, because it matches up with who you are as a person. It definitely matches up with who you are as a person. And this is why you have multiple baby mothers who have such a huge age gap with you. It makes a lot of sense to me. And that's what your explanation did. It didn't justify it. It just made us further understand why it is you have to procreate with women who are so much younger than you, and why you don't have a baby mother that's actually of your age. Weird. But we're going to stop this blog here. I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do. If anything, I might put the link to the blog to the full blog in the description. I'm gonna let y'all watch it, and y'all can draw your own conclusions from that. You understand? So, make sure, I guess, if y'all want to download it before he deletes it, because like I said, when this comes out, he's going to look incredibly stupid, so y'all might want to get y'all hands on it, watch it, get what y'all can from it before he takes it down, because, man, if there's one piece of content that's going to really expose him and make him look crazy, it's going to be this one. It's going to be this one. Y'all are not going to want to miss this. So, No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. Keeping my foot on your neck, old man. Remember, you wanted to blog about that fight. You wanted to milk it for all the content you possibly could. You like to milk other people's situations. So guess what? We going to milk your situation. I'm out of here.